Evening, guys. I am your host AD of the I Am Creator community. This is episode 9 of MLB 17 or so. If you guys are joining in, when I catch more MLB 17, managing the Detroit Tigers, make sure you guys smash the like button, tweet it out, share a comment, add it to a playlist. Since I'm tweeting it out to the ones pretty much most of the time are in the group. If there's anybody in the chat that does have a Facebook and a Twitter account, guys will do the same thing on the philosophy. We watch our videos in full, like the videos. Okay, Day Drinking Drunkle, nice. That would be Drunken Uncle from the AAA meeting of the Fight Supremacy, where Sinatra says, and Gasly, my good buddy Gasly on that. And we never asked for support back afterwards. Guys have any questions? It's 27-12 Aladdin over the Greatest Showman. As it's the 4-4 Detroit Tigers against the 5-2 Twins. That's the matchup between Anibal Sanchez taking on Kyle Gibson. So how was everyone doing tonight? I just got done having supper earlier. I had a little more cornbread and had some chili earlier. On the mound for the 4-4 Tigers this season, Anibal Sanchez. Pretty much, you guys understand the starting lineups as well. On the mound for the 5-2 Twins, it's Kyle Gibson, right-handed pitcher. So it'll be righty versus righty. So Matt on deck will be needing a day off. He won't mind getting somebody else for a few at-bats. So as you can see, the league leaders have Victor Martinez of 14. 24 strikeouts by Michael Firmer. You guys can see. But there's the lineup. Anibal Sanchez has given up 3 hits, 8 strikeouts. Kyle Gibson 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts with 6 innings pitched. Sanchez at 8. So how is everyone doing tonight? Hope you guys are good. I for one go back to work tomorrow, as you guys understand currently, so that would be from 10 to 3. I'm still going to be having the Mount Dew when I pick up Resident Evil 3 Nemesis and Final Fantasy 7 Remake. We started 8 out of 10 this morning, so I don't think it'll be a problem. As I think the graphics are going to be impressive. So on the mound for the Tigers, Game 2, Tigers, Twins won the first one 12-2. 1-0, is giving up 3 hits and 8 strikeouts. We'll see what they can do against the 5-2 Twins in Game 2. And Kimura Park in Detroit. I was hoping to do a call. I told my opponent I'm still taking calls. Now batting first, Eddie Rosario, batting 385, 4 ribbies. As we get this one on the way. Sansa gives a sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. On the middle of the plate. Record between Sanchez and Rosario, 0 for 6 with 3 strikeouts. Twins won in Game 1, 12-2. So yeah, chilly was not bad. The temperature in Kimura Park in Game 2, 54 degrees, clear skies, 4 miles per hour, blowing right field. From right field. I almost said left, but left. Right field, ball 2. But yeah, last game for the Tigers, they recently had a combined of 7 or 8 walks, I think. Foul ball to right, strike 2. That is something you do not want to do, guys. You do not want to give yourself an opportunity of getting any walks from the other team. Foul ball to right, strike 2. That's out by the bat boy. 2-2 count, the pitch by Sanchez. Ball 3. On deck, Byron Buxton. He's batting .483, 6 home runs, 10 ribbies for the Twins. 5-2 Twins taking on the 4-4 Tigers. And Kimura Park. 3-2 count. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Let's see what Sanchez can do about that. Swing and a miss, and that's the first out. Nice out by Sanchez for throwing a sinker to the first batter of the Twins. Here's the starting lineup. Max Kepler is batting 125, so Mauer batting 6, first baseman. batting 174. Jason Castro is the center. Escobar is batting 133. Thank you, Solar Beats, pal. How are you? That'll bring in Byron Buxton. He's batting 483, 6 home runs. He does lead the 5-2 Twins, and also 10 ribbies. I also haven't talked to Solar Beats for a while. I wonder how he's doing. Let me see how he's doing. Yeah, Solar Beats. Let me see what he's up to. I mean, I haven't spoke to him. Him and I haven't spoke to each other for a while on Twitter. Ball one.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Alright, there we go. See what we got going on. Same umpires as normal. 1-0 count by Sanchez, 1 out. Strike 1 on the bottom. But yeah, him and I haven't talked on the I'm a Creator community groove since February 18th. So it'll be nice to see how he's been since he's been haven't been talking to each other for a while, so it's not bad. Ball 3. On deck, Miguel Sano, batting 286, 1 home run, 8 ribbies. In game 2. 3-1 count. Strike 2. Nice job by Sanchez. You don't want to give the 5-2 Twins any help.
Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
3-2 count. Pitch, 1 out. Foul ball to right, strike 2 in the stands. Pretty much go for another sinker. That's number 15. Ground ball to right center field. It's picked up by the Tigers defense in game 2. So that'll be a single. So a single by the 5-2 Twins and start out game 2. Twins won the first one 10-2. You guys can see in the chat. Not bad of a start. Missed one on first, 1 out, top of the first. As Sanchez he's 1-0 with a starting pitcher for the Tigers. You guys can see. Here's the pitch, strike 1 on the bottom, not bad. Miguel Sano is batting 286, 1 home run, 8 ribbies. He's also a right-handed batter too, I think. Strike 2. Ooh. Base 1 on first, 1 out, top of the first in game 2 of 3 of the series.
Now nobody knows what to see. This is going to be an interesting at bat.
0-2 count. Foul ball to right, strike 2. I also heard there's a couple actors that passed away too. A couple of good people. Ball 1. Let me double check real quick. Well, I do know that Kenny Rogers passed away last month. The other one passed away earlier this week from, they recently used to be in Supernatural and The Flash. Ball 2. 2-2 count, 1 out. I cannot remember. I mean, it's, I always look around my Facebook to see who passed 2 or passed 1. Due to the coronavirus or something like that. So, ball 3. On deck, Brian Dozer, batting 138, 1 ribby. Base runner first, 1 out, top of the first. In game 2 of 3. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Give it a little bit distance. Foul ball to left in the stand, strike 2. Look for another good one. Foul ball to left again, strike 2 in Kimura Park. 9 balls, 15 strikes. This will be pitch number 25. Swing and a miss, and that's the second out for the Twins. Out number 2 for the Twins. Nice job by Animal Sanchez. He does have 2 strikeouts already, so it's not bad. Can we look up Actors pitching? Actually, Actors pretty much died or something. That'll bring in Brian Dozer, batting 138, 1 ribby. Base on the first 2 outs so far in the chat. Here's the pitch. Strike 1.
And he gets ahead with a sinker on the outside.
Let me see.
A runner on first with
Oh yeah,
two
there's pretty much somebody that used to be in James Bond, too. And the base runner for first goes to second. So the first one, so the base runner goes from first to second.
Good steal of second there, and that really
So far we've had yeah, a teen actor who was playing the young Barry Allen. Jay Benedict passed away at the age of 68. I'm not sure if you've heard of that. 1-1 count. Ground ball to third. He gives it to first baseman, and the side is retired. Good fire by the Twins in the top of the first, though. Twins leave one. We go to bottom of the first. Twins nothing, Tigers nothing. 4-4 Tigers up to bat. And on the mound for the Twins, the starter Kyle Gibson. He's a righty. He's a right-handed thrower. He has a 3.00 ERA. Give up 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Begin game 2.
Is a guy that they trust. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go be out there and battle.
And then do what for the Tigers? Jose Iglesias batting .235, 1 ribby.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias.
So yeah, Jay Benedict used to be in Emmerdale and Aliens. Passed away at the vid-19, ball 1. Also, James Drury, star of Western series The Virginian. He passed away at the age of 85 as well. That's pretty much the only actors I know for today. 1-0 count by Gibson. Strike 1 in the middle.
I got here early today, and there was more players in that clubhouse I saw there.
And it took Kurt Douglas was like 104 years old, but that's a whole lot. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing.
Rocky Johnson, the father of The Rock, swing and a miss, and that's the first out for the Tigers. Harry Haynes, oh, never heard of Harry Haynes. That's the starting lineup for the 4-4 Tigers for the season. Andrew Romine is back at batting 7th. Miguel Cabrera's back. He's batting .433. Montauk's batting 6th, batting .519. That'll bring in Ian Kinsler, batting .273.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, who comes in after.
Oh yeah, what's the stats seed for Kyle Gibson? Hold up a minute. 1 out, bottom of the first. Ball 1. Single to the right.
1 out, nobody on.
Now get stats seed. Strike 1 inside the middle. 1-1. 1 out, bottom of the first. Twins won, took game 1, 12-2. As it was actually another blowout. It was actually in one of the corners. 1-1 count. Pitts. Ball 2. Below the base. That's 2-1. 2-1 count by Gibson, 1 out. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Yeah, Ian Kinsler is batting 2nd, so it's not bad. 2-2 count. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Here comes another 2-2 count. Bottom of the first, 1 out. Ball 3. On deck, Miguel Cabrera, one of the best hitters of all time. Batting .433, 1 home run, 6 ribbies. 3-2 count. And they pop up to the home plate. He's got it, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. I'm also not going to watch this news crap from the Washington Post or the Time magazine either. Here comes Miguel Cabrera batting .433, 1 home run, 6 RBIs. So I'm not going to even bother with that tonight. So as long as, I mean, since sustained home run is going to be until May 1st, that's all there is to it. It'll be done by then. Because I know it will be. My love and I would love nothing more to have time together again. You guys understand that? For sure. Foul ball to left in the stand, strike 2. You guys want to catch more MLB 17 every 3 to 4 days a week? Make sure you guys smash the like button. Stay connected. Foul ball to right, strike 2. tweet it out, share it, comment, add it to a playlist. The more we bring in, the more we grow, expand, meet new people to the group. And pop up to the right. Close to foul territory, but he makes the catch and the side is retired. If there's anyone in the chat that has a Facebook or Twitter, you guys can share it and always follow the philosophy which everybody understands. We go to top of the second, Twins nothing, Tigers nothing. Due up for the Twins, lefty. Max Kepler batting 125, 2 ribbies. When we watch our videos in full, like the videos, share the videos, tweet them out, pop up to left center field. And he's got it, one away. One away for the 5-2 Twins in game 2 of 3. Now, the catch was by Jose Iglesias, excuse me. 1-0 Yankees hosting the Rays. And there's a defensive lineup for the Tigers. And we never asked for support back afterwards. Guys have any questions? Vote for the auto if you'd like. 27-12-11, the young greatest showman. Up steps Joe Mauer, batting 174, 2 ribbies. Here's the pitch by Sanchez. Strike 1 to the right. Red Sox Orioles. Replay of the pitch. Gives information that there's no incidents, but 90 miles an hour, never looking back. Going 1 count, 1 out. Ball 1.
Shaved the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Let's see what he can do on that one. Ball 2.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes it's tough.
We're getting not bad of good matchups though. Ball 3. On deck, Jorge Polanco's batting 400, 2 home runs, 7 ribbies. Yeah, in game 1, when the Twins won 5-2, actually 12-2. Tigers walked in. They walked in plenty of base runners doing that. And fly ball to center field. And he makes a catch. Second out by the Tigers. That was a close catch. Not bad. He makes the catch in time. Out number 2 for the Twins. Top of the second, 2 outs. Look at that catch. Perfect. Not as textbook, but that's pretty much the catch you can get right there. Strike 1 to the right. That'll bring in Jorge Polanco, batting 400, 2 home runs, 7 ribbies. Another-handed batter. On 1 count by Sanchez, 2 outs, ball 1. But the Tigers are getting a little bit better, so they are so to make sure they don't walk as much as they did last time. Ball 2. 2-1 count, 2 outs, top of the second. Ball 3. On deck, Escobar batting 133, 1 home run, 2 ribbies. Remember, you cannot afford to walk any batters, so it all depends if you make a mistake. Strike 2. There you go. Full count, 3-2. Here's the pitch by Sanchez. And he struck him out. Nice job by Sanchez. The side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Twins. In game 2 of 3. We go to the bottom of the second. Twins nothing, Tigers nothing. Game 2 of 3. Do up for the Tigers, guys, in game 2 of 3. Nick Castellanos, he's batting 310. Let's see what he can do for Detroit. Let's see what he can do. Here's the pitch by Gibson. Ball 1 to left. 1-0 Yankees taking on the Rays in New York City. Malov and I had a great atmosphere with the group. Some of the groups, and for some of the people that went with us. So, even though my opponent and I were not roommates, but she had one, I had one too. So it's not bad. 1-1 count, nobody out. Bottom of the second.
The 1-1 pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Missed 1 and 2 now.
But I always have my phone on me anytime then when it comes to calls or something like that. But I am taking calls for my fun tonight, so even though we didn't have a chance today. And a pop-up. That will be behind home pitcher's box, and he makes the catch 1 away. Astros sticking on the mountains. The catch was by Miguel Sano. This is the defensive lineup for the 2017 Twins. Also, my opponent was watching the Looney Tunes earlier, so yeah, it's a great show. That's a good show back in the old days. That'll bring in Victor Martinez, batting .441, 6 home runs, 14 ribbies. Let's see what he can do.
Here's the first pitch.
1 out, bottom of the second. Strike 1 to the right.
On the inside corner.
A little off deck. Something about bubbling back a movie, I think. Foul ball to left, strike 2. At the bottom of the zone.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly.
Moose Stars, probably not. That's compared to Sucknado.
Early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this.
0-2 count.
And he got it.
Swing and a miss, and that's the second out for the Tigers. Bottom of the second.
Hey, if you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it.
So unfortunately, no.
3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
That was the best sequence on the bottom left of your screen. Bottom of second, 2 outs. That'll bring in Mikey Matuk. It's like 1 on, a little off to the left. He's batting .519, 7 ribbies. If you guys can hear me, let me know in the chat. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Ball 1 to the right.
Here it comes on 1-1.
Swing and a miss.
Makes him jump.
Strike 2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation.
Yeah, my opponent is swing and a miss, and he's out, and the side is retired.
3 up, 3 down.
3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Game 2. We go to top of the 3rd inning. Twins nothing, and the Tigers nothing. Here's the beautiful city of Detroit, coming out of State, Michigan. As I always go for Ohio State.
Eduardo Escobar standing in.
Due-up for Twins. I didn't see that batter's name. Sanchez, we're going to keep it up. Ball 1.
To start the 3rd, that misses. It's ball 1.
1-0 count. Strike 1. There you go. Kind of okay, but we'll take it.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
Strike 2, not bad. 1 and 2 for the Twins.
He's just attacking the zone with the fastball. Here it is. Now he's at 1-2 count, and really he can go anywhere he wants now.
Ready on 1 and 2.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Animal Sanchez. Out number 1 for the Twins. Sanchez is doing a good job not walking any batters. That's good.
He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Because the Tigers walked a total of 7 or 8, I believe. I would think. Here's pitched by Sanchez. 1 out, top of the 3rd. Ball 1. Now they're bringing Jason Castro, batting .455, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. 1-0 count by Sanchez. Ground ball to first. He gets there in time. 2nd out for the Twins. Nice job. That'll bring in Eddie Rosario. He struck out his first time. Something about cutting the best character for Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, huh? Not all too bad.
But I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out
He gives a sign. Ground ball center field. It's to end the inning. And it does. The side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Minnesota in game 2 of 3. Go to bottom of the third, Tigers nothing, and the Tigers nothing. Due up for the Tigers. Shortstop, I think, and Zuber mine. Batting .222.
So far for these guys, 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup.
Not off to a good, not that bad of a start though. Yeah, Andrew Mine has been taking over one of the batters for the Tigers, so hasn't been doing all too bad. Here's the pitch by Gibson on the mound for the Tigers. Ball 1 to the right.
Just misses inside. Career against Kyle Gibson, 2 hits in 7 tries.
Strike 1 to the right, sinker. Bottom of the third, nobody out. Chicago White Sox taking on the Indians.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike. Swing and a miss, excuse me. Strike 2. At the bottom. 1 and 2 count by Gibson. Swing and a miss, and that's the first out for the Tigers. Swung that a little bit late. So far, Gibson's been a little bit confident so far.
I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
That'll bring in righty Brian Holiday, batting .412, 2 ribbies. 1 out, bottom of the third. Here's the pitch by Gibson. Strike 1 in the bottom. Gibson versus Brian Holiday. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And their careers against each other. Gibson taking on Holiday. That was actually a sinker or something like that. 0-1 count. Swing and a miss. Held that a little too long. Strike 2.
That was an ugly swing, and that's indicative of how they've been swinging bat today. They just have not looked like they're picking the ball up at all. He's just dominating it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Swing and a miss. Out number 2. Holiday still held it very too long.
There are 2 gone in the inning.
And that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Hasn't been all that good so far, but it's still the beginning of game 2. That'll bring in Alex Presley. Ball 1, excuse me. Alex Presley's batting .286, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Right-handed batter.
Here comes the 1-0.
1-0 count coming up. Strike 1 to the right.
Oh, that was a good looking slider to hit.
Something about Kenny Wood opening a Steelers right, I think. Let me see.
That's the one you annihilate.
Record-breaking roller coaster, 197 feet. That's big. Fly ball center field. Looking to race it back, and he makes the catch. Fly center field, and he makes the catch out number 3. We go to top of the 4th, Twins nothing, and the Tigers nothing. Then the commentators, Matt Fitzgerson, Harold Reynolds, and Dan Plesac. 3 out of the bunch, perhaps. Number 25 due up to bat for the Twins to begin top of the 4th, game 2 of 3. Gibson's doing good without throwing any walks. The previous starter of the Twins pretty much gave that. Yankees at 4, Rays at 2. That's a good elevation in Kimura Park. 0-1 count by Sanchez. Fly. And he makes the catch close. Nice catch. 1 away. Looks like it was going to be a base hit. But good job by the Tigers defense. Miguel Sano struck out in the first. Sanchez had 18 balls, 32 strikes. So we pitch number 51. Here's the pitch by Sanchez. Ball 1. A little bit high to the right.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoring.
1-0 count by Sanchez. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
We're even at 1-1.
Animo Sanchez is starter for the Tigers in game 2 of 3 on the mound. 1-1 count, showcase. Fly ball, pop up to the right. And he makes the catch. Out number 2 for the Twins. On the road from Minnesota. Not that bad of a start by the Tigers so far, guys. Here comes Brian Dozier. He's 0 for 1 if he ground out in the first. Sanchez nods his head. Ball 1 to the right. The record between Brian Dozier and Sanchez, he's 7 for 32 with 7 strikeouts so far. 1-0 count. Strike 1. That was close, but that's good enough for a strike.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
Ball 2.
The corner there, but missed 2-1.
Sometimes they may want to get inside or outside the zone half the time. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Foul ball to the right, strike 2.
No runs, just 1 hit.
Might be looking for a slider perhaps. 2-2 count coming up, 2 outs. Check swing, ball 3 on deck. Max Kepler batting 118.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful.
Sanchez, we're going to keep it inside.
You miss and you walk him, so what?
Muttering to himself a little bit. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Foul ball to the behind. Still strike 2.
Payoff pitch one more time.
Swing and a miss, and he grounded out. He struck out as well. Side is retired. 1-2-3 inning for the Tigers so far. We go to bottom of the 4th. Twins nothing, and the Tigers nothing. Due up for the Tigers. Game 2 of 3. Twins won the first one 12-2. Jose Iglesias has struck out in the first. Him and the Tigers offense in game 2 looking to pile some stuff in a little bit. See what they can accomplish. Gibson still on the mound, bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 in the middle.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. Only 50% of the pitches he's throwing first pitch this game have been for a strike. So I'm surprised.
Yankees up 4-2 against the Rays in New York City. So far, there hasn't been any announcing trips yet for the group, but it all depends. Foul ball to the left, strike 2.
2 strikes on him now.
Hitting speed was 81 miles an hour. Change up was 83. In the bottom.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch.
Swing and a miss. Out number 1 for the Tigers.
Second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts.
Not bad by Gibson.
So this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Get it one more time. That'll bring in Ian Kinsler. Ball 1 to the left.
Off the plate for a ball 1-0. He popped out in his first trip.
Here comes the 1-0 by Gibson. Strike 1, nearly a ball 2, but that's a strike actually. One and 1 count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Kyle Gibson had 9 balls, 33 strikes, 42 pitches so far.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
And he struck him out. Out number 2 by the Tigers. Struck him out looking. Gibson for another strikeout at this point.
How about 7 Ks and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
That'll bring in Miguel Cabrera. He popped out in the first.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way.
Here's the pitch by Gibson. Remember, when it comes to Miguel Cabrera or the likes of other batters, it's have to watch out for them where the pitchers put the ball at. Strike 1 to the left. The likes of Miguel Cabrera, Lost one. We can get back up there a little bit.
Here's the
1-1 count, 2 outs.
Now
Fly ball to right.
Kepler's on his horse.
And he makes the catch in time. Side is retired.
On the run to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit.
We go to top of the 5th. Twins nothing, Tigers nothing. 2 off for the Twins. Lefty Max Kepler. He popped out in the 2nd. Here's the pitch by Sanchez. Excuse me, he's still on the mound. And pick a card, Oracle card, 5-2 Yankees. Ball 2.
Again, and it's 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money.
Probably you do not want to ever have at this point. 2-0 count. Top of the 5th. Fly ball left center field. And he's under it, and he makes the catch. 1 away. Well done, well done. That'll bring it Joe Mauer. He's popped down in the 2nd. Stay connected, pay it forward, and be rewarded. Strike 1 to the left, he got it.
Matt, I don't know if you know this, but less than 60% of his first pitches have been for a strike.
That's the news. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you guys about Resident Evil 8. From what I found out from IGN.com, tell you in a minute. Strike 2 is Resident Evil 8 is going to be coming out next year. And I think the consoles that's going to be jumping in would be for the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, and PC. I don't know about that. We'll see. And he struck him out. That's out number 2.
Didn't mess around much in that act.
And Sanchez is off to a good start.
Pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need.
Now they have some kind of different masks. Put a little bit of X on that. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. Here's actually top of the 5th. Excuse me. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. That'll bring in Jorge Polanco. He struck out in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1. 1-0 count. Ground ball to right center field. And that'll be a single. So a single by Polanco. Happy Hunter, how you doing? Well, at least when we only lost 1 in the chat, so it's not bad. Missed one of the first 2 outs. Sanchez, we're going to keep it in play. Ball 1 to the left in the zone. Eduardo Escobar is 0 for 1 if he strike out in the 3rd. He's batting 129.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
Ball 2.
And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Something about Cousin, huh?
You can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive.
The 3 Embrios or something. Never heard of him.
Sanchez coming up on pitch number 71
2-0 count.
So far. And that's lifted the
Fly ball to left center field.
Moves over.
And he's under it and makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out.
So no runs here on a base.
Tigers leave 1.
And 1 man left aboard.
We go to bottom of the 5th. Minnesota nothing and the Tigers nothing. 2 off for the Tigers. We're going to get the self-start in game 2. Nick Castellanos has popped out in the 2nd. I have to tell you, Sanchez has only given up a couple hits though. He hasn't given up a whole lot. Here's the pitch by Gibson. We don't have Gibson either.
There's a changeup over the outside corner.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one.
As we play the pitch, 5-2 Yankees taking on the Braves.
He's able to incorporate that in his stuff. Look out.
Now, Craft Corner, how you doing? On 1 count. Fly ball, ground ball center field, and that's a single. So a single by the Tigers. They're looking to get themselves going in game 2. That's how a team wants to start. There you go. Single by Nick Castellanos for the Tigers. Good job.
Coming to the plate now.
That'll bring in Victor Martinez. He struck out in the second.
After striking out his last time up.
There you go. 3% on percent chance of stealing based on the first, bottom of the fifth. Nobody out. It's the pitch by Gibson. Strike one in the zone.
A look at one catching the outside corner.
On one count. Nobody out. Bottom of the fifth.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is.
Foul ball to the left. Strike two.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers.
Another pitch by Gibson.
And
swing and a miss, and that's the first out for the Tigers.
Strikeouts thus far.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially
out number one by the Tigers so far.
Are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
That'll bring in Mikey Montauk, base runner first, bottom of the fifth.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mato.
Strike one in the middle.
A fastball that's in there for strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, just one. He struck out in the second, Mikey Montauk did. Base runner first, one out. 0-1 count coming up by Gibson, the starter for Minnesota.
Now the 0-1.
Fly ball to right center field. And he makes the catch, out number two. Lucky catch by the Twins.
The right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Romine.
Out number two for Detroit. That'll bring in Andrew Romine. He struck out in the third. He's 0 for 1 in game 2 of 3. Twins won the first one 12-2. Apparently. Here's the pitch by Gibson.
Gibson comes set. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one.
And
single on the bottom.
Too low apparently. 2 out with the man at first.
Strike one. Sinker between the bottom. So I go back tomorrow, guys, from 10-3. Then I have back-to-back 10-6s. Come on. Is someone going to pass code? Oh, wait, good. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Base runner first, bottom of the fifth. Here's the pitch by Gibson.
The set and the 1-1 pitch.
Swing and a miss. Held that a little too long. Strike two.
Lively fastball.
Well, that's a high pitch he's swinging at right there. Even if he makes contact,
a little too long.
That, Matt, I think it's a pop-up. He's probably not going to drive that ball. That ball's so high out of the
well, mine was trying to get a piece of a little bit of that, but it was a little too high. 1-2 count, 2 outs.
Ready on 1 and 2. And he's got
swing and a miss. He's out. And the side is retired. An okay start for the Tigers in that inning.
6th inning coming up. Still zip.
We go to top of the 6th. Twins nothing. Tigers nothing.
Jason Castro.
Doo-wop for the Twins. Top of the 6th. Jason Castro in game 2. Grounded out in the 3rd. Nothing special has been coming around yet. Annabelle nods his head. Here's the pitch.
First pitch of the
ball one.
Taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
1-0 count. 5-3 Yankees.
And here's a ball in the air.
Foul ball to the right.
But this will land foul.
Strike one. 1-1 count coming up.
Readying the 1-1.
Ball 2.
A curveball that's low and in the dirt for
below the home base. 2-1 count. Foul ball to the right. Strike 2. In Kimura Park of Detroit.
Fan in the upper deck for a souvenir.
2-2 count. Foul ball to the left. Right. Strike 2. Two and 2 count coming up. Fly ball center field, and he caught it from second. Out number 1.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Digging in once again, Eddie Rosario.
And a big in Eddie Rosario. He struck out in the 3rd. Okay, what are the settings real quick? Okay, we're still looking positive. Good. 1 out, top of the 6th. Strike one to the left.
Right there for strike one.
The record between Eddie Rosario versus Anibal Sanchez is 0 for 8 with 4 strikeouts. So as we speak.
Think about something else. Now you can control the at bat.
0-1 count coming up by Sanchez. Ball
And
one.
a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out.
One out, top of the 6th. Strike two. There you go.
Behind 1 and 2.
He has 30 balls, 50 strikes. This will be pitch number 81 by Sanchez. Here's the
Here he
pitch.
comes on
1 out.
2 strikes. Line
Fly
toward
ball,
third
right
field.
center, straight center field, and good catch by the Tigers. Out number 2.
For route number 2.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers
And
give up hits
very
on
possible
well-executed
catch.
pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Out number 2 though. Cover drag.
Here's Byron Buxton now.
2 outs, top of the 6th. Swing and a miss.
Swung on and missed for strike 1.
Strike 1.
He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was somebody else already. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Behind a good fastball.
Boy, man, he's making this good team.
Sanchez looking to get out of the inning quicker. And he does. He struck him out. And the side is retired.
Down go the Twins in order.
Well done by
And this is
Sanchez. He's
still
doing
a
great.
nothing ball game.
Go to bottom of the 6th. Twins nothing. Tigers nothing. 2 out for the Tigers. Bottom of the 6th, game 2.
Brian Holiday.
Brian Holiday. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the 3rd.
Brian Holiday.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Here's the pitch. Strike
Looks
1.
at a 2-seamer right down the middle.
On 1 count by Gibson. Swing and a miss, strike 2, a little off to the right.
Oh man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some
A bit off to the
frustration
right
was creeping
on
into
the
these guys. He might have just been trying to get his guys
fastball.
on the board with 1 swing.
And they'll try
Ball
and
1.
tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll
1
hold
and 2
back
count
here.
now,
It's
guys.
1
Bottom
and
of the
2.
6th. The 1 and 2 count coming up in Kimura Park.
Swung on.
Check swing, he got him out. 1 away.
Contact on a ball way out of
Even though the fans are not
That's
pleased,
10 strikeouts for him now.
They
And I'll
pretty
tell
much
you,
are not.
he's gonna rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of games
first
left
out
in
for
this
Detroit. Bottom of 6th. Well, there we go. That'll bring in Alex
Ready for
Presley.
another
He's
change?
0 for 1 if he fly out in the 3rd.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Well, there we go.
First
Try to
offering
keep
on its
comfortable.
way.
Strike
Looks at a
1.
sinker on the
1 out,
outside
bottom
corner.
of the 6th.
The 0-1 on its way.
Swing and a miss, a little too long, strike 2. Kyle Gibson's given up 12 balls, 51 strikes, total of 63 in the 10, guys. Total of 63 so far.
1 out, nobody on.
Masters has been doing, still doing good so far. And he struck him out number 2 for the Tigers.
Number 11 in the ball game.
Gibson's looking good job. Same with Sanchez, the starter for the Tigers as well. What the looks of it. Out number 2 for Detroit. That'll bring in Jose Iglesias. He struck out twice. He's 0 for 2.
Struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here.
Here's the pitch by Gibson. Bottom of 6th. Ball 1. There you go.
But he wouldn't bite on it. 2 out, nobody on.
1-0 count coming up. Excuse me. Strike 1 to the right.
Just grabs the
Slider.
outside corner.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on
Comes
that
a 1-1
slider,
count.
as we just saw.
By Gibson. Bottom 6.
And a
Ball
sinker
2.
dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
8-3, 50 to 72, half and half. No depths. That's nice.
Gibson's ready.
2-1 count.
2-1.
And a
Swinging
pop
comes
up to home
towards
plate.
foul territory. Castro will wait on it
And he's out. The side is retired. Thank you, Chaotic. My man, thank you.
Still no score.
We got the top of the 7th, Twins nothing, and the Tigers nothing. So far, the only small difference is Twins with 2 hits, no errors in Game 2 of 3. Tigers only have 1 hit, no errors, as we speak.
Here's Miguel Sano. He'll start the 7th.
Here comes Miguel Sano, top of the 7th, struck out in the 4th of Game 2 of 3. Twins took Game 1 over the Tigers 12-2. Doesn't seem the difference. Doesn't seem to be the big concern tonight. It's looking pretty good by Sanchez. Not allowing any runs so far. Here's the pitch. Foul ball to the left, strike 1. On 1 count. And speaking of runs, fly ball to right center field. He picks up a block and it's gone. Solo shot. Yankees at 7, Rays at 3. A home solo shot by Miguel Sano. That gives the Twins the first run so far of the ball game so far in Game 2 of 3. As it's 1-0 top of the 7th. Second home run by Miguel Sano, 378 feet. 1-0 Twins, top of the 7th. Check it out one more time. Goes deep to right. Bippity boppity boom, he's got it. Well done by Miguel Sano. 1-0 lead for the Twins. Now, as I said, nobody out, top of the 7th. Strike 1 to the left. That brings in Brian Dozer. He struck out in the 4th. Ground ball to 3rd. We're going to get in there in time. He does. 1 away for the Twins. 1-0 Twins. 1 out, top of the 7th. Cardinals at 2, Nationals at 0. Max Kepler flew out in the 5th. He's 0 for 2. Fly ball center field by the Twins. And it will be most likely. And that'll be a fly ball triple. So a triple by the Twins. With just 1 out on the table, top of the 7th. Wow. First triple by Max Kepler. 1 out, base runner at 3rd. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 to the top. Good job. Now brings in Joe Mauer. He's 0 for 2 with strikeout in the 5th. He's batting 160 though. On 1 count. Fly ball to left, center field. And he makes the catch out number 2. Base runner at 3rd goes to home. And that's good enough. It's now a 2-0 lead for the Twins. Top of the 7th with 2 outs. But things were bad for the Tigers this morning, so it was okay. So they'll bring in Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 2 with a single in the 5th. 2-0 Twins, top of the 7th. 2 outs. It's a pitch by Sanchez. Foul ball to left and stance, strike 1. On 1 count. That's number 93. Fly ball to right center field. And he makes the catch and he got it. Side is retired. Twins give up 2 in Game 2 though. They are at 4 hits. We go to bottom of the 7th. Twins 2, Tigers nothing. Due out for the Tigers in Game 2 of 3. We're going to match what the Twins did. And that'll be Ian Kinsler. At the bullpen, left-handed pitcher Glenn Perkins. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 to the bottom. Funhouse and the Boneyard mats. Huh. Ball 2 to the right. Very smooth by Gibson.
This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
2-0 count. Nobody out so far. Strike one. Striking with a wiper left.
Right now, they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture. Get somebody.
Okay, let me get back to Scripsons real quick. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. A little off. 2-2. Nobody out. I've never seen Pastor Chris, huh? Must be Kristen. 2-2 count, no one out. Bottom of 7. Struck him out anyway. 1 out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch.
Something about picking out a card. Touchscreen. If you guys have a touchscreen on your phone, computer, or a tablet, you guys can type in www.website IamACreator.com/I am a creator. Strike one. And that would be Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 2. Fly out in the 4th. Cabrera is also Kristen. Pretty much a really good, respectful, important thing. On 1 count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Change up to the bottom.
Looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th,
and that was just a little bit too long.
Looks like he could stay in this
80 miles an hour, change up. 0-2. Swing and a miss, out number 2 for the Tigers. They haven't been slowing down, but have been trying to get that ball to work a little bit. Take it up one more time. Gibson.
What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So
nothing on Cabrera though. At the bullpen for the Twins, Belsel. Strike 1 to the right. Then a big Nick Castellanos. He's singled in the 5th inning though. He's 1 for 2. Hold on.
Here it is on 0-1.
Strike 2 to the left.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
0-2, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, 2-0 Twins.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes.
Swing and a miss, and Gibson struck out the side. The side is retired.
3 up, 3 down.
3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We go to top of the 8th. Twins 2, Tigers nothing. Here comes Eduardo Escobar starting the 8th for the Twins. Struck out in the 5th. And that'll be it for Sanchez. That'll bring in Joe Jimenez. Joe Jimenez starting another game for the Tigers. He has a 4.50 ERA and 2 strikeouts. We're going to settle the situation. Strike 1, not bad. Little up. A little bit up the upper side. Now we're on fire and hanging out. Nice. Foul ball to the right. Strike 2. Nearly in the zone. And a hit by a Pitts. That's been one of the bad things from the Tigers in Game 1. Hit by a Pitts, apparently. To Escobar of the Twins. Now to bring in Jason Castro, he lined out in the 6th inning. He's 0 for 2. 2-0 Twins, base runner on first, nobody out so far. Joe Jimenez just replaced Anibal Sanchez.
He's set and the pitch.
Strike 1, upper right corner.
I like the aggressiveness, Matt. He hits the batter, then he comes right back with the fastball and says, dare you to hit it.
Oh, wow. A little bit on fire, I believe. And a pop-up to line shot. He makes the catch, 1 away. Gives it back to the first baseman. Padres up 4-0. Get on the Rockies, 2-0 Cards, taking on the Nationals. And it was lined down in the 6th, 0 for 3. This pitch, swing and a miss. Waited low too long, strike 1.
Eyes lit up when he saw that pitch.
Coming out of the ball from Zil Jimenez, number 77.
Hey, a high fastball
Back up for the
dangerous for a pitcher
that as well.
if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes
On
all
one
the
count,
difference.
ball one.
Now a fastball
So
off
far,
the
not a
plate
single
away,
walk
ball
though.
and a strike.
Not a good look at the crowd in Kimura Park.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Back up the middle.
Ground ball center field.
Is up with it. Step on the
And a double play in time. First double play by the Tigers, and the side is retired. Well done. Well done. Go to bottom of the eighth. Tigers 2, Twins nothing. Actually, Twins 2, Tigers nothing. That do up for the Tigers at the bat. Victor Martinez has 2 strikeouts. He's 0 for 2. Martinez looking to smell a couple of good hits for the Tigers team in game 2. Twins won the first one 12 to 2 though. So we'll see what happens. Spray and pray.
Now the pitch.
Here's the pitch by Gibson. Strike 1. Sink ball to the left.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he'll try to
Swing and a miss, strike 2, below the zone. Strike 2.
It's strike 2.
Nods his head. Ball 1. There you go. That would have been the second pitch for Martinez. 1 and 2. Good slide by Victor Martinez. Strike 2 though. His speed was 109.
He's got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
Ground ball to left center field. Ground ball to left center field, guys. Martinez looking to get something good. And nearly had a double, but he's out. He is out by Victor Martinez. Take it out one more time. As Martinez was looking to try for a double. And that's out number 1 though. Good try by Victor Martinez. That'll bring in Maki Matuk. Strike 1 to the right. But yeah, that was not bad of a try by Victor Martinez. Oh, and 1 count. Took swing strike 2. Sort of wait for that ball to come a little bit.
Here it comes. Got him.
Swing and a miss. Out number 2 for Montauk.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and
God bless our military. Amen. Amen, brother.
From him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
My buddy Tony Patriot. Happy Lewis has not stopped by for a while. Formula Fanatic has not, but it's been a long time. It's been a while. For any particular reason. Enzo Romine has struck out twice, so for 2.
Gibson steps into his
1-0 count, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Ball 2.
And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Ball 3 to the right.
3-0.
He's really been good this game. Around the plate, throwing strikes, hasn't walked anybody. Right now he finds himself a little bit of a hole, but he can battle back.
3-0 count by Gibson. Strike 1 in the middle. 3-1 count.
Here it comes.
Foul ball to the left, strike 2. Nearly would have walked him. Comes a 3-2 count. Foul ball to the left, strike 2. Good fire by Romine. Nods his head, Gibson. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. The side is retired.
3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're down 2-0.
We got a top of the 9th, Twins 2, Tigers nothing though. Due-out for the Twins. Byron Buxton's 1 for 3 with a single in the first. Here's the pitch. Strike one in the middle.
Underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. The
7-4 Yankees. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Swung on and miss or swing and a miss. Really doesn't matter. 0-2 count. Ball one.
Quicker than your bat is going to get to the ball.
Whatever makes sense. It's fine. One and two count.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. This is
fly ball to center field. And he got the catch. He got the ball and he makes the catch one away. Now to bring in Miguel Sanu. He got a solo shot last time. That was the second one of the season for the Twins. It's not bad of a hit though. He nods his head. Here's the pitch. Strike one, not bad. 4-0 Padres taking on the Rockies in Colorado. 0-1 count. Fly ball center field again. And he makes another good catch. Out number 2. Cardinals at 3. Nationals nothing. And they'll bring in Brian Dozier. He grounded out in the 7th inning. In game 2 of 3.
First pitch on its way.
He's prepared. Ball 1 to the left. So far no walks. This has been interesting. In game 2 of 3. Though Jimenez is getting tired. It might be replaced though. Strike one to the right. Top of the ninth, 2 outs. 2-0 Twins. Strike 2 in Kimura Park, the home and city of the Tigers. 1 and 2. Ball 2.
Lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Swung on and missed. He struck him out, and the side is retired. Now all the Tigers need to do is get something going. We're going to bottom of the ninth. Twins 2, Tigers nothing in game 2 of 3. That'll bring in Brian Holiday. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts at this point. He's been victimized twice in game 2. And so far Gibson's been on the mound for the Twins for the whole time being. Ball 1 to the left. Ball 2.
Misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Young is at 7, Rays at 4.
Based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Strike 1, sinker. 2 and 1.
Strike 2 and 1.
Counts a 2 and 1 count by Gibson. Foul ball to the right, strike 2. He also made good contact on the ball too. 2 and 2 count.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
So swung on, attacked swing, and that's the first out. Tigers are running out of time. Even though it's only 2-0 lead for the Twins in game 2 of 3. Alex Presley struck out in the 6th, he's 0 for 2. 1 out, bottom of the ninth, 2-0 Twins. Ball 1 to the left.
Nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Hey, in this day and age where everybody's watching the pitch count, that was pitch number 100 in the 9th inning, but he still looks awfully impressive on the mound.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
1-0 count. Strike 1 to the right.
Strike to even the count. 1 and 1.
1 and 1 count to Presley.
Hit weakly.
Ground ball to second. Gets in time, and the Tigers are down to the final out. So far, it's been a low run matchup though.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just
So yeah, it's been a low-scoring opportunity though.
So far in this one.
Now to bring in Jose Iglesias, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. 2-0 Twins. Strike one, little off to the left of the angle.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now
Ball one to the left.
on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Never fun to see a pitch come up and in, but obviously not being.
Pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. We're all good to go. Personal.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now it's swing
And ground ball to left center field. That'll do it. And it does. 2-0 side off by the Twins. And they improve up 6-2. Doubting the Tigers down to 4-5. So only a 2-0 game. That's a 2-0. The only factor is Victor Martinez and Nick Castellanos. Castellanos had 1 for 4 of a solo shot. Simple by Max Kepler. And no by Joe Mauer. This was actually a low scoring game. Only the Twins though. 2-0. Tigers only had 2 hits. 17 strikeouts by Kyle Gibson. Wow. 105 pitches. Even though the Tigers didn't get a lot going, they're down to 4-5 this season. Saints and Rogers, Sanson Bradford. We're still waiting to see how the others did. We saw with the Yankees, had a good game with the Rays and New York City. Yankees improve up to 5-3 as the Rays go down to 5-4, 7-4, 11 hits, 9 hits. Gray getting his first win. Although the Salmon, the Fireball pitcher, got a third save for the Yankees. Padres move up to 5-5 over the Rockies down to 3-7, and Colorado 4-1, 9 hits, 1 error. Rockies had 5 hits, 1 error. Roland's first win. Brad Hand with his 5th save. And the Nationals even things up, going up to 5-4 over the Cubs, down to 5-4. 9-5, 10 hits, 1 error. Cubs had 11 hits, 1 error. Oliver Perez or Salvador Perez, I would think, but I don't see an S on that. Got his 3rd win. Indians move up to 5-3 over the White Sox, down to 1-7. 9-6, 12 hits, 10 hits. Trevor Bauer had 2nd win, out of the 2nd save.
The Mariners grabbed 13
in the
hits
chat
in the
tonight.
game as they got the home victory against the
Let's see
Astros,
what else we have
7-4.
here.
The Atlanta Braves completed a short 2-game sweep as they took down the Fish in Miami,
Okay.
4-1. The Nationals combined for 10
Phillies
hits as
improve up to
they got the
3-6
best
over
of
the Go-Go
Red
Mets,
Birds,
down to
9-5.
3-6. 3-2, 10 hits, 1 error. Mets had 10 hits. Lita had 1 win. Reds improve up to 5-4 over the Pirates, down 6-3 by 4, 5-1, 11 hits, 6 hits, 1 error. Sam Feldman had his first win. And Brewers improve up to 5-4 over Toronto. Blue Jays down 5-3. 11-5 by 6, 16 hits, 1 error, 10 hits, 2 errors. Matt Garza, or Mike Garza, or Matt Garza, I think.
As they took care of the Rocks in Colorado, 4-1. The Arizona Diamondbacks hit 3 long balls.
Got his first one. Red Sox improve up 3-6 over the Orioles, down to 1-6. 6-4, 7 hits, 1 error, 10 hits, 1 error. Palmer was his first win. Craig Kimball with a 2nd win. And Braves get an easy win over the Marlins, up 6-2. Miami down to 2-6, 4-1, 8 hits, 6 hits. Freeman for his first win. Viceno for his 4th save. The Dodgers finally get a win, upset the Cubbies, down 6-2. Dodgers go up to 4-5 this season. 8-4, 12 hits, 8 hits. Hale with his first win. Not bad of an idea. Royals go to an even 4-4 over the Oakland A's, down to 4-5, 8-1 by 7, 14 hits, 7 hits. Hamill with his first win. The Angels win by 10, 14-4, up to 5-4. Rangers go down to 2-6, 16 hits, 1 error. Rangers had 7 hits, 1 error. Savaz with his first win. The Mariners improve up 7-3. By 3 with Drew Smiley over the Astros down to 4-6. 7-4, 13 hits, 6 hits. The Astros' fourth win. And the Diamondbacks look pretty easy. Going up to 8-2 over the Giants down to 5-5. 7-0, 12 hits, 3 hits. And Miller with a second win. And the next matchup for tomorrow night, I think. Like, since you guys understand, after 3 o'clock tomorrow, I will be doing... What I will be doing is new episode of Borderlands 3 after I get off work. So all I have to do is only 10 to 3. And then LeVon will take over from 3 to 11. But I don't have any more closes for a while either. So as I for one will pretty much take it as I normally do. As long as the other teams go, we have the 4-5 Dodgers taking on 8-2 Cubs. This is Brandon McCarthy taking on Kerrick Hendricks as we speak. 2-6 Rangers taking on 5-4 Astros. Perez 1.35 ERA taking on Heaney 9.00 ERA. 1-7 White Sox 5-3 Indians. Lopez 10.80 ERA. Danny Salazar 0-1 12.27 ERA. Alright, there we go. The 5-4 Rays taking on the 5-3 Yankees. Both rivals, same with the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. Ferris 3.60 ERA will be taking on Pena 1-0 4.50 ERA. 1-6 Orioles taking on 5-3 Blue Jays. Hickelson 8.31 ERA. Marco Estrada 1.50 ERA as well. Go Mets 3-6 taking on 2-6 Marlins in Miami, Florida. Matt Harvey taking on Conley. 5-4 Brewers taking on 5-4 Cincinnati Reds. Zongman will make his debut taking on Finnegan as well. 4-5 A's taking on 4-4 Royals. A block punt coming into New Orleans, nice. Graveman will be taking on Ian Kennedy. And the 3-7 Rockies will be taking on 5-5 Giants. Gray taking on Bob Gardner. And I think that'll do it. Yeah, that's going to do it for tonight, guys. If you guys... Hold on. No, I don't know about that yet. Hold up, guys. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for this evening. Guys would love to catch some more MLB 17 managing the Detroit Tigers. Make sure you guys smash the like button, because you guys might have another episode tomorrow night. After a new episode of Borderlands 3 is every tomorrow and Wednesdays, guys. I did a new episode this afternoon, so I'm good. If there's anybody in the chat that has a Facebook and a Twitter of the hashtag #IamACreator group, you guys can share it, type it in, tweet it out, add it to a playlist. Out of loving, caring, and a lot of respect to the group in the chat. When we watch our videos in full, like the videos in full, share the videos, and we are good to go as always. And we never ask anything back in return. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. But I'm going to stop here for the night, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow after 3 with Borderlands 3. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everybody's been entertained. Have a good night. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Be careful, guys.